To North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Martin, bring it in. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check it fast. Check that.
Get it. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 180. Great. Hey, smash! Hey, we go, Mike 20. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 20. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Let's get that ball.
And that'll set him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Get in the weight room. There we go, Mike 20. Great. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 20. Mike, smash.
Now Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
What's that? Ready? Gun. They're running, man. Hustle. Everybody, Mike 20. Express. Let's go. Mike 20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Complete to right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this ball will be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. K1 short in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check the backer. Check the backer. Bang, 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 bang.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Jet.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike West. Focus, defense, focus.
Now Newton on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check.
Newton now to throw. Oh, what a move. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
Set. Ready to eat. 20. You better be afraid of next pass.
Here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Parker, the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And, Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They'll run here with Balazs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Check.
Third and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 35 on second down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
20. Mike 20. Time to go, night. That's it. Mike 20. Watch QB draw.
Newton on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. K1 short. Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 99.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
At the 48-yard line.
180! 54! Too little, cut.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick flushed to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dontari Poe, his second sack of the night. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now this throw caught left side. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Now he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17. 17-yard line.
Mike 20. 8. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 20. 65.
Throwing is Newton. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick throwing complete, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
To throw is Newton. Completes it to Samuel. The end result, 21 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point try good by Gano, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield,
and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.